Our committee was established to address important trade issues in the multilateral and bilateral trade arenas of WTO and ACP EU cooperation. Since last year, a number of developments have taken place that we need to take into account in our discussions today as well as tomorrow. Our meeting is taking place at a critical juncture as most of our states grapple with the after effects of the global economic and financial crisis that gripped the world for close to a decade. Some ACP states are performing relatively well, but most of our economies have not fully recovered. ACP states have much more to do to tackle the unending poverty, employment, and other related challenges. At the international scene, the developments in the multilateral trading system are encouraging with respective successes in the 9th and 10th WTO Ministerial Conferences. However, the development promise that the Doha round was supposed to deliver continues to elude us and has proved to be a mirage. We need to reflect on the circumstances that have contributed to the backlash against trade liberalization and globalization. On the bilateral front, the EPA process has progressed in the various ACP regions with varying results. In our meeting, we will consider the state of play of the negotiations and implementation. With the oversight role entrusted to this committee, we need to analyze the situation and provide political guidance by proposing a workable solution to move forward, what we are calling the next steps. Perhaps the most significant development in our relations with our key development partners is the Brexit. This leads to the next part of this opening session. Our program provides that we exchange views on this subject. I am pleased to welcome Ambassador Lapsley, working in the United Kingdom Permanent Representation in Brussels, for sparing his valuable time to be with us and agreeing to exchange on the subject of Brexit. Mr. Ambassador, we are aware that the United Kingdom has not yet triggered the exit clause. While the full implications of Brexit will not be known for some time, we believe that it is important to engage with both the EU and the UK to convey our expectations and possibly fears should Brexit become a reality. Most of our members joined the European Union due to historical colonial relations with the United Kingdom. The ACP as a group relates with the United Kingdom in the context of the European Union. Therefore, it would not be surprising for you to hear from us that Brexit caught us by surprise. We believe that as long as it remains a member, the United Kingdom is bound by all ACP EU agreements, namely the Cotonou Agreement, as well as the trade provisions found in the Economic Partnership Agreements, EPAs, and the Generalized System of Preferences, GSP, namely the GSP Everything But Arms, the GSP Normal, and the GSP Plus. This expectation is born from the fact that there are currently no bilateral agreements between the UK and the ACP as a group. Some of the other key questions that come to mind when reflecting on Brexit include: number one, will the United Kingdom continue to implement these agreements and honor its commitments after it leaves the EU, at least until the expiry of Cotonou in 2020. 2. With the United Kingdom's significant contribution to the EDF, how will the proposed exit affect commitments of the European Union development, finance, cooperation, affect ACP states? 3. Legally, the EU is bound to honor its commitments to the ACP under Cotonou Agreement, and it would be expected that the UK's contribution would be shared among other EU member states. But will this happen? 4. After Brexit, what will be the United Kingdom's preferred options as far as partnerships are concerned? Will it be bilateral, through the Commonwealth, the African Union, or the regional organizations? These questions arise in light of ACP states' desire to safeguard the market access, trade and investment, development financing interests that are currently accruing from the United Kingdom's membership in the European Union. Furthermore, we would like to indicate that due to the close historic, economic, cultural and political ties between some ACP countries and the United Kingdom, there may be expectation that the ACP group may wish to seek to develop bilateral ties with the United Kingdom after Brexit. This is born out of the acknowledgement of the United Kingdom's political clout, inter alia as a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and a key member of NATO, the G7 and the G20. With these preliminary remarks, I would like to invite Ambassador Lapsley to take the floor, after which I will invite ACP ministers to intervene. Over to you, Ambassador.